Hello, and thank you all for coming to the September Community Policing Advisory Review Board, or CPARB, meeting this evening. This is from our chairwoman, Kelly Carroll, who cannot be with us tonight. She said, "I'm sorry that I cannot be here in person this evening, but I did not want to miss the opportunity to welcome and thank our new board members who will introduce themselves shortly after we have our introductions. And I thank each of you for your commitment to our Bennington community, and I look forward to working with you. I'm so excited that we finally have a full 7-member board. This past year has been spent on getting CPARB trained and established in the community, and there are many opportunities for CPARB to do in this coming year. I'm going to read off the town vision statement. Bennington is a welcoming, engaged, inclusive, and resilient community where everyone, regardless of identity, shares in our vitality and benefits from an outstanding quality of life. And I believe that's all we need for introduction. We do not have minutes to vote on, and I will read through the rest of Kelly's statements once they are at the appropriate agenda item. So now we have the welcoming and introduction of our new CPARB members. I think I first need to call this meeting to order, though. Should have done that at the beginning. So it is 6:01, and I think I started this right at 6 o'clock, but I'll call this September CPARB meeting to order.
Say where we are.
Where we are, I don't have that in front of me, but we're at the firehouse facility on River Street. I think it's 130 River Street, if I'm correct. Okay. Yes, so we're here in the 3rd room recreational facility. I think I should have that memorized by now, but I think that's correct. Okay. So now we'll move on to the second agenda item, the welcome and introduction. I don't know if you all had a chance to make a little statement. I sent an email last night, but if you guys would like to make a statement, speak up and talk to the mic.
Do I need to push the mic?
No, so these are not working.
They don't work, okay.
Yep.
My name is Lindsay Brilliant. I am happy to have a position on this board, and a little about me. I grew up in Bennington. My family still lives here. I'm the director over at PAVE, so I have a vested interest in the community professionally and personally, and I'm just excited to be part of the board.
I'm Kate Koss. I'm new to the area. I've lived here for about 3 years. I'm formerly an associate professor of social work and community development at the School of Social Work at the University of Buffalo in Buffalo. So I want to be able to bring those skill sets, those ideas to this community. It's such an engaging and vibrant community. I want to be able to add to that sense of growth and engagement.
Hi, I'm Vicki Lamprin. I grew up for the first 19 years of my life in North Bennington and made a very large move to Bennington and have been here since. I work for a local small business that I absolutely love, and like others have stated, I think Bennington is one of the best places just to be and to work, and our community is a wonderful place to be.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining and for those introductions. I don't know if we need to do anything else unless they have anything else to add, but that's good. Next is public comment, and I believe we have 2 people that signed up for public comment. Do we have the list? Does their microphone work? Oh, we should move it. Okay. You are perfect. State your name and your county residence.
Sure. I'm Abby Shapiro, and I live in Bennington. And I want to thank you for allowing me to come and speak, and thank you all for your part in this process. And thank you for being part of our community. It's important. I'm not here to offer a complaint in any way. It's a suggestion or maybe a wish list item having to do with transparency and communication as they pertain to safety. The community needs a portal to receive safety-related communications from the police department. Not a Facebook page or a static web page, but something like Vermont Alert for Safety, where you can either go to a website or where you can subscribe. And I'd like to use a recent incident to explain these facts. And again, there's no complaint here. Last Thursday, as some of you may know, there were helicopters circling, or a helicopter circling over Morgan Street and the Crescent Boulevard area, the Y Woods, the Greenberg wetlands, for hours, almost 2. They were hovering at one point over my property, other people's. I was out on Facebook, I was texting people, I was calling people, not the police, because I believe that during an incident, nobody needs to be answering phone calls with questions like that, you know, but nobody knew anything, and there really was no place to go. Finally, someone texted me with a Facebook rumor, which turned out to be accurate, actually, to say that, no, we weren't looking for a lost child or a person with dementia, but there was actually a dangerous person sighted in the neighborhood, and the police were looking for them. So, okay, this isn't something that should come out as a Facebook rumor. I knew nothing other than this. And then there's more to the story, because the helicopter left, it was getting dark, and a friend of mine was supposed to join me for dinner, and she called me and she said, they won't let me up the street's closed. And she said, they've told me you can leave, but I can't come in. So I left. We went out to dinner someplace else, and when I returned a couple hours later, I still couldn't get up my street, and the fire personnel told me, no, I couldn't go in. There was still an operation going on, and I said, so how will I know? And they said, well, just keep calling the police department, and they'll tell you when the road is open. And I did, and they told me the road was open, and I went home. But that started me thinking to myself that there should be some place where we can go. There should be some alert. Somebody should have said that the street was closed. Somebody should have said it was open. And I think that this could be a really simple thing. That person who is wasting valuable personnel time answering the phone repeatedly could type something, into a portal of some sort that says, there's an ongoing search in your neighborhood for a dangerous individual. Be alert, be cautious. Or Morgan Street is now open. And I'm not suggesting that the police need to report we're about to make a raid in your neighborhood, but there are so many applications for this. Flooding, as we all know, is becoming more of a problem around here. How would somebody know? Lost children, an active shooter situation where the police absolutely don't want anybody nearby. There it is. I would get an alert on my phone that says, probably a good idea, in different words, to avoid this specific area. There's a dangerous operation going on, or something like that. We've become a large community, and I don't think that word of mouth or Facebook is enough. And I feel like we need a professional portal to go with a professional department. I've heard from people who know that this is not a difficult thing to set up. Possibly the state could help us, possibly there are grants, but I really think that it would cut down on unnecessary work by personnel who could be used for better purpose than answering, I can't even imagine how many times, what's going on in our neighborhood. So that's it. I just wanted to share. Thank you.
I do have a comment. I am not sure, I was trying to find it real quick, I couldn't find it, but there is some sort of a state for just for road closures, so that may not address everything about maybe like the flooding and road closures. There is a state website that you can sign up for text alerts, and you do get those road.
Yes, I do get those. That's called Vermont Alert, but it wouldn't talk about anything going on locally.
Okay.
And again, as I'm saying, this is, I imagine this as a way of enhancing communication
Yeah.
in a large way between the police department and the community,
Sure.
particularly as it relates to safety.
Okay.
Okay, welcome. Anybody else have? No.
My name is Ken Millman. I'm a resident of Bennington. I recently read the consultant's report from the police chiefs, and then last week I was reading the minutes of the village trustees meeting at Old Bennington last week, and I thought I would bring it to your attention that this is from the minutes. The July police report showed 40 hours of policing and 11 tickets. EW talked with the chief about why there's so little ticket revenue. The police have been trying to educate the drivers they pull over. EW told them to issue tickets. I think this is contrary to the consultant's recommendations, and I just wanted to bring it to your attention that I think that the relationship between the police and the community is harmed when the police start raising revenue by writing tickets. So thank you.
Anyone else for public comment? Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I'm moving on from, oh my God, sorry. Still getting over that cold. Okay, the Community Policing Advisory Review Board will have 2 questions on the town's biennial survey coming up this fall. These answers will help us determine our path forward over the next year and some of the other things that we'll be reviewing or doing. And the list that Chairwoman Carroll gave us was that I'm not going to go into that quite yet, but we're going to get into the town survey questions. Okay, do you guys want me to read them off, or do you guys have copies? Okay.
No.
Okay, so the town survey questions we have drafted as of right now, back in the August meeting. The first one is, what can the community do to help the police do their job more effectively? And the second question, it's a multiple choice question from what I've interpreted here, is what would you like to see CPARB focus on? And the answer choices are as follow. A, work to build trust between the community and the Bennington Police Department. B, work to ensure all voices in the community are heard. And C, promote learning on community safety and equity issues for town staff. And D is other, or you can answer it with whatever you'd like. So would we like to have discussion on that?
I think they match what we discussed previously, yeah.
Okay. Any discussion from the new board members? No? Okay. Okay, with that, can I make a motion to approve the town survey questions for the 2023 year? Is that?
You made the motions?
Yeah.
Just by consensus.
Oh, we could just do consensus because we approved them in August,
Right.
right? Yeah, we gave them preliminary approval. Okay. Okay.
Consensus approvals.
Okay.
I approve, you approve.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. 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 Then that works. Okay, so I believe that's it for that. Okay. Upcoming agenda items is the next thing on this agenda. And I don't know if we have any specific ones to make, but I do want to read what Kelly had told us is coming up for CPARB. So it's a bullet point list. So first we have the 2022 traffic data that should be released by the state soon. Second, several crucial Bennington Police Department policies are coming up on their 3-year review dates. Third, Jonas Spivak, the town communication coordinator, did a fantastic job summarizing the status of International Association of Chiefs of Police, or the IACP report as we commonly refer to it, recommendations, and we'll be reviewing that summary. Fourth, we will be hopefully helping Project Alliance with their hotspot data analysis of call locations for police and rescue. Fifth, the budgets, I'm assuming the town budgets and the police budgets, will be coming up in early 2024, and this may be an opportunity to review some of the police department's training and make recommendations for new or additional training. And then the last point was going into comparisons of local data with other Vermont municipalities that we've been discussing with the police department. Okay, and of course we're going to work on community outreach. Kelly had said, one thing CPARB is tasked with is fostering collaborative efforts with the community to hear all voices. That includes reviewing existing collaborations with local organizations and agencies and making those recommendations on ways to strengthen and develop working relationships between the Bennington Police Department and the community. Okay. And I believe that's it for everything that's upcoming. Again, not any specific agenda items in there, but just things that we'll be working on. And then any announcements from members of the board? Hearing none. I guess we can get a motion to adjourn. Is that, I think that might be about it. We're running kind of dry, folks. I'm not. I'm open. There we go. Okay, perfect. And second, perfect. So motion from Jeff and seconded from Scott. I'm noting that for the minutes. Okay, perfect. That concludes our September meeting, and we will be back in October. Thank you.